Hello everyone, Pazu here. Welcome back to Broken Sword 5, The Serpent's Curse. Okay, we have just finished talking to the daughter of Marquez. And I see a couple of statues here outside.
The blue statue was missing its head. Only his robes and sandaled feet remained.
Okay, let's grab it. And there is another one over here. Looks complete, this one.
The blue-colored statue was robed with a bald head and bare feet.
Alright, so we have two sets now. A green pair and a blue pair.
There was no way I was going near that goat again. The fountain had stopped working long ago.
Right? And there's a sundial here on the left.
It was an old, weathered sundial. From the dial I could see that the main doors of the house faced north.
Face north? And the wind chime again.
The wind chime was made from old tin cans and other rubbish.
Alright, so let's go back in.
Nico was transfixed by the painting.
So Nico, you found anything new?
What are you thinking, Nico?
The fireplace. It looks familiar.
You're right. You know what?
In Marquez's photo, his family was standing in front of it.
Yes, I know. It is this photo. Family photograph.
The photo was of the Marquez family.
And oh, the two statues are actually here on top of the two stands.
On the fireplace behind them were two identical statues. On the fireplace behind them were two identical statues.
Yes, and two identical descriptions. Alright, so we have 4 statues here. Actually in the inventory. Let's see.
La Maledizio, back in its rightful place. But what were the clues?
And they can be rotated. So, the green one.
The green stone figure was barefoot and wearing a hat.
Barefoot. How about this one?
The blue-colored statue was robed with a bald head and bare feet.
Okay,
A third one resembling the ornaments in the family photograph.
Yes, let me take a look at the photograph again. Are they bald? I can't really tell.
On the fireplace behind them were two identical statues.
And they looked bare feet. Okay, hold on.
The green stone figure was barefoot and wearing a hat.
Okay, this one is not it. He's wearing a hat.
The blue-colored statue was robed with a bald head and bare feet.
Okay, I think this is one of them.
It was the lower half of a green, barefooted statue.
Barefoot. How about this one?
The blue statue was missing its head. Only his robes and sandaled feet remained.
Okay, so that's not it.
4 statues, but only 2 belong to the mantelpiece.
Is this green broken one? Okay, so this one, the right hand is pointing away. Yep, both right hands. Yep, they're right. Should I exchange them? Maybe this green one on the left and this on the right. Like this?
The statues were facing outward, just like in the Marquez photo. I waited with bated breath for something to happen. Nothing.
So, this is the right configuration, but nothing happened.
The plinths looked like they could be rotated.
Should I rotate them? You know this one? The two men, they are pointing inward. So if I do this, this is not working. Alright, let me put this back, like this.
If I looked hard enough, I'd find the answers I needed.
Maybe it has something to do with this.
The priest appeared to have a padlock to his mouth. He was pointing down to the ring below him.
Oh, you know this dog-headed man? He's holding a book, just like the statues.
It was the figure of a priest, but with a dog's head. The figure was pointing up at a ring above him.
Huh.
The statues on the plinth were the same as the ones in the Marquez family photograph, and their colors matched the characters in Simeon's manuscript. I was definitely onto something.
Okay, let's take a look at the manuscript again. Clad in blue, the perfecti take the form of the spiritual and look towards the rising sun, towards the tree of knowledge. And clad in green, the credantes look the other way, towards the setting sun where stands the tree of life. And all shall know that the light of knowledge is blue, and that light of life is green. For thus was the light of Eden, both blue and green, intertwined with the light of man to become pure. So, blue looks towards the rising sun. Hold on. Rising sun. That sundial is pointing to the north. So it is pointing... Wait, hold on, let me go back outside.
From the dial, I could see that the main doors of the house faced north.
Okay, main door of the house faces north. So it is this way, to the right. Okay, hold on. So...
The statues on the plinth were the same as the ones in the Marquez family photograph.
So the blue...
And their colors matched the characters in Simeon's manuscript. I was definitely onto something.
So the blue one is pointing at the rising sun. So it's facing forward, should be. Like this. And this one the opposite, pointing at the setting sun. So like this. Oh, got it!
Ah, what is this? A staircase. I never knew. We must go up. We don't have much time.
Wow.
Stairs. Always stairs.
Oh my God, look at this.
Georges?
Oh, closes back up. This is not good.
What's this? A piece of burnt paper with the word Wolfram. That sounds familiar.
Wolfram. I curse that name forever.
What do you know about Wolfram, Senor?
Wolfram. I spit on the name.
Really? Wolfram.
What is Wolfram?
It was a mining company, run by a murdering swine called Gainen. In the Civil War, they backed the fascists. In return, Gainen was given soldiers to do his dirty work. They came here, brought their bloody war to this house, and killed Senor Xavier.
Huh. This Ganon, who is he?
This Ganon, who was he?
He was Swiss, a businessman, and a murdering swine.
So what did he want here?
I don't know. When he wasn't torturing the locals, he disappeared to the library. Spent weeks in there, making notes and studying maps. His men, they crossed the whole of Catalonia searching for something.
Did they find it?
Who knows? One day, Ganon just disappeared. He never came back. An accident, perhaps, in the mountains. May his soul rot in hell. The soldiers didn't stay long to search for him. They hated him too.
Huh. And maybe he got trapped inside this secret passage. This secret room. Okay, so assume that library that you mentioned is the one behind the locked door. But do you have the key?
The name Ganon was familiar. He was the person who had tried to buy La Maledicción.
Oh.
A coincidence? Perhaps.
There is no such thing as coincidence.
So, Xavier.
They shot Xavier? Senor Marquez's father?
I was just a boy, but I remember like it was yesterday. Shot him and his friend Hernandez, like animals.
Why did they come here?
They were searching for something, but they brought death with them. But there is one thing I have never understood. Xavier tried to escape through the library. But the library windows are barred. It is a dead end.
So that means there is another secret passage inside the library.
So, when the soldiers left, you took back the house?
Yes. A few years later I returned and cleaned the place up. It broke my heart. I locked the library. I could not bear to touch Ganon's papers.
But what about that key?
So you have lived here for a long time?
All my life. My father served here before me. In fact, he named me after Senor Xavier's favorite saint, Saint Ramon, patron saint of the falsely accused.
That's nice.
Not really. The Moors put a padlock through his mouth.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess there's a lesson there for all of us.
So, just like the guy inside the painting. Padlock in the mouth. Yes, the library, the key. We want the key.
Can I have a look at the library?
No, I have kept it locked to honor the memory of Senor Xavier.
Please, this is important.
I lost the key.
Aww.
You lost it?
That evening when I locked it up, I drank to the memory of Senor Xavier. The cellars were well stocked, Senora. It was a long night. I hid the key, then forgot where I hid it, so it is lost. That was all that was left in the morning. I haven't touched a drop since.
I needed to find out what Ganon had been working on in that library.
Alright, looks like our next task is to find that library key.